The premise was Jerry, his consumption method of choice was smoking joints, and it was a social thing for him. Mm-hmm. And so, and flower, and that was his thing. Edibles are an important sector, right? And there's a lot of people that love cannabis or love the Grateful Dead that can't smoke or can't, for whatever reason. Right. And so to have a sugar-free, tapioca-based gummy shaped like his guitar pick has been really, really popular.
Those were really yummy. They came in a bunch of different flavors. They were I think I picked a limey flavor. It was really, really nice. I did have to have a couple before I felt high. That's just my tolerance level. But those edibles were really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and the point was you can always take more, right? You can't take less. So that was the goal. But with the flower, we wanted it to be, first of all, the genetics are they're either original sort of Grateful Dead lot genetics or their lineage is traced back to one. So that was really important to the family and to us.
I'm not a grower. What exactly does that mean?
There are, obviously there's indica, right, which is a big subset of strains that come from like the Hindu Kush mountain range that are shorter and squatter and have a more narcotic-like effect. Sitting on the couch, good for pain relief, good for sleep. Then there's a different subset that come from this region or continent, more South America, or central, but tall, lanky plants called sativa that have longer flowering times that are more cerebral. And then there's hybrids, right? And so there are different strains, and throughout time, those strains are bred with other strains, just like any other form of cultivation. You can breed seeds. So everything is traced back to one of these original strains that made their way through Grateful Dead parking lot. And so, there's always going to be one in each category. They'll be rotating.
So you guys have different strains in each state that are available. So here in Massachusetts, I got the hybrid strain and it was called Lime Fire Skunk.
Yeah,
right?
Which might be the best strain to date that we've grown.
So good. I didn't try the other two yet, but I can tell you that was top-notch weed. Yeah. So will that be available in other states, or is it going to be kind of different in each state where you launch?
It'll eventually be available in every state. But in Maryland, I think the sativa is called Lemon Caps, and it's really, really, really hard to find, and people are really excited about it. Sorry, Caps Frozen Lemon. And then there's a Florida Kush is the indica. And so they'll rotate, but you'll always see a sativa, a hybrid, and indica for the pre-rolls and the flower.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to have to get back out to Easthampton to buy myself some of those, because that hybrid was probably, like I said, one of the best flowers I've smoked out east. So
I love it.
I'm not a big Grateful Dead fan, but from what I heard talking to all the fans, this has been a really important launch on the East Coast for Deadheads, for people that want to pay some homage to Jerry when they smoke. Sit back and listen to your favorite album and pop an edible. This is going to be a very exciting summer for folks out east. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And, there's a lot more exciting things to come. And so it'd be great to follow up with you guys.
Absolutely. We'll stay tuned for sure. And now for your U.S. cannabis news. The governor of Washington is expected to sign a bill that will make drug possession a simple misdemeanor instead of a felony. The bill will also ensure local authorities around the state of Washington have to provide drug treatment options for any drug offenders. Texas House lawmakers passed two pot-related bills this week. One bill would allow more Texans to get medical marijuana cards, including people with PTSD, chronic pain, and all cancer patients. And the other bill would reduce penalties for possession of cannabis concentrates. The bill is now heading to the Texas Senate. The governor of Montana is set to sign a bill that will finally implement the state's legal recreational marijuana laws. Voters in Montana chose to legalize pot for adult use last November, and after several months of back and forth in Montana's House and Senate, lawmakers have finally agreed that retail sales can begin in January 2022. In New Jersey, local lawmakers seem to be quietly putting up blockades to the legal cannabis industry. Towns across New Jersey are currently enacting municipal bans on all kinds of cannabis companies, even in places where residents voted overwhelmingly to legalize adult-use weed last November. That includes a ban on marijuana businesses in most of the towns that make up the Jersey Shore. And there may be more to come, since town leaders have until the end of August to adopt similar ordinances. And it will be a very happy Independence Day in Virginia, because by July 1st, adults in Virginia will be allowed to possess small amounts of marijuana under state law. Earlier this month, Virginia's governor told lawmakers to speed up part of the state's legalization bill, specifically the bit that allows for marijuana possession, and he also asked them to speed up the process to expunge past criminal records with marijuana convictions. Be sure to check out your local Liberty Cannabis Dispensary and let us know what you think about that dank-ass Garcia Handpicked cannabis. You can find us on social media at Different Leaf, and I'm at Brit the British. Thanks, as always, to our wonderful producer, Andrea Maraskin, and thanks to Homebody for the music.